The Christ Letters, with enhanced narration and text. Letter 6.5. Creation of individuality. Your true purpose in life is to gain the mastery of your ego by reaching out in thought and feeling to that which you sense is behind creation, and consistently asking for enlightenment. This is the very first step a person must take towards that glorious moment when he or she will make contact with the divine, and then move forward by means of continual cleansing of the ego drive to the re-entry into that heavenly state out of which your soul was born and took its individuality. And how did this creation of individuality come about? As I said before, universal consciousness reached a high point of mutual restraint, and an explosion took place which tore apart the impulse of creative will from the impulse of loving purposes, which separated and became active within creation as Father Intelligence, Mother Love, seen as electricity, magnetism, bonding repulsion, life, reunified in equilibrium as divine consciousness, life. Therefore, far from being solid and imponderable matter, in reality, the visible world is mind activity, working always in conjunction with emotional magnetic bonding, repulsion, also known as attraction, rejection. Father Intelligence, physical electricity, and Mother Love, physical magnetic bonding rejection, together produced a child, the ego. This impulse of individuality was born and took undeviating and consistent form within the energies of creation to ensure that the various electrical forces expressed as protons and electrons and the rest of the particle gang excitedly discovered by science should not fly off uninterruptedly into a distant, formless state, but should be restrained and controlled by the magnetic bonding rejection impulse of Mother Love to bring about manifested form. Science may dispute the foregoing paragraphs, since it has been at great pains to describe the various bonding processes by applying differing word terms to the bonding energies. Science is welcome to call the bonding or attraction energies by any term they wish, but the fact remains that these energies have taken on form from the grand and primal impulse of Mother Love, whose primal consciousness function is to give form to individuality. The impulse of Father Intelligent Life gives electrical momentum to creation. The impulse of Mother Loving Purposefulness gives the bonding to restrain the electrical momentum and bring it under control within the individuality. The impulse of mother-loving purposefulness gives the repulsion-rejection impulse to ensure the survival of the individuality. That is the process of creation. Science can only approach creation as a spectator. Although its ambassadors are human and experience life for themselves, the human mind can only observe what has been created. It cannot enter into the intimate processes of creation hidden within matter and the most basic fields of energy. Science will never be able to pinpoint the motivating factor X, which gives rise to the energies which are in control of the creation of individual form. But what science has to say on the matter of creation is of little moment to you as an individual. Science will not change your lifestyle, health, environment, personal feelings and achievements one iota. What you need to know, and what I have come expressly to tell you, is how to escape the selfish, possessive, protective drive given you by the ego to ensure your individuality and survival and your inbuilt longing to return to the joy and happiness out of which all creation took life. This provides you with the reason why I originally came to Earth and am coming to you at this present time to do something that no scientist can ever do for you. Help your soul emerge from the confines of your ego drive and embark on a new program of thought, emotional living, which will directly express the father-mother consciousness life injected into you and all humanity at the moment of conception.